looking at it from the market infrastructures and other market participants' perspective, what do we want to see from them, Mike?
Automation, really. I'm a huge advocate of trying to get buyer protection fully automated, so not too dissimilar to what we have in Crest today, but more broadly across Europe. I'd love to see that. We've made some great inroads recently. Let's say dividends, to Richard's point, pay quickly. We see a lot of that across Europe. In the UK, less so. So it's how can we do those incremental changes as well? And the reason why we are discussing certain things with the CSDs is because if we look at it from a top-down methodology, issuer agent, issuer CSD down, everything funnels through that. So whilst you've got lots of clients and lots of accounts, it all funnels up and then goes into the central depository. So that's why they play such a key role about that automation layer and what we want. The other thing is about the deadline times, because a lot of corporation instructions go via the CSD and then onwards to the issuer agent. We need, to Richard's point about 15 hours to 5 hours? We would like end-of-day deadlines now. No more intraday deadlines, right? Because we condensed even more and more and more and more to the point where some clients potentially won't be able to participate in an event, particularly those where, from an operation perspective, you only see that on settlement date, that trade, and it matches and so forth. So we need that day. We need that full day on market deadline for processing. And it's almost like the opposite effect in terms of we're condensing down that day because of T+1, but we will extend the working day as much as we possibly can, and the parameters are available. So it's asking the CSDs if the process is via you to have, say, deadline no earlier than final settlement, because we know that will all be around, say, 4 p.m. around about that time. So having things like, it's not just automation, it's not just a market claims, buyer protection, etc. It's having the ability to change the time of the event. So at the moment, on buyer protection deadline is a day before market deadline. Tomorrow, it will probably have to be on market deadline, because otherwise you're trading after buyer protection deadline. And does that mean as a buyer, you can't then protect should that trade fail? That's ethically wrong. So we need to change the timings of the deadlines, and we need the CSD support for that. And, they're great at coming to the table and having that dialogue with us. But it's incremental changes to make the process work, because it's about de-risking. And if we can de-risk as much as we can for automation of the CSDs and refinement on the current process, then that helps a whole holding chain in terms of that risk mitigation. And that's why I talk about automatic buyer protection. And a bit of a crusade on this one to try and get this implemented. But if Martin's trading and he's not assured of his settlement, but he wants to get his instruction in as early as possible, he can almost do that. And then the custodians and the CSEs will manage that flow. But Martin should be able to do that on the knowledge that his buyer trade, if that fails, then his instruction will be taken up. Today, that's manual. Martin would have to say, right, the portion of my trade that failed to settle, I'm going to have to protect manually to my trading counterparty. And again, 15 hours into 5, that's a lot of work. So that's why we're trying to extend the working day almost on the deadline.
Sure. T+1 equals fewer days, but longer days, it seems like, right? In terms of what you'd like to see, just to get as much done as possible on those days.